Like the wind, I'm back just like that, man. And through the spirit, you see the title, man. Humility equals honor, man. And I'm through the spirit, man. I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Al Shai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to my apostle elders, great meal, some of well. Peace and salutation, all the Akim pushing this truth for our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. And through the spirit, man, just wanted to do another real quick, real brief lesson, man. Just something I had in the archives in my in one of my books. Just humility equals honor, man, and that's a spirit that a lot of Jake coming to the ministry. You have to sup with. You have to actually be humble. You actually have to be in a position and acknowledge that this is not about you. It's not about yourself. It's about Yahweh why Yahweh Shai. It's about actually doing the will of Yahweh Shemal Shai. The same spirit Yahweh Shai was in. He wasn't in the spirit of bragging and boasting of who he was, man. He was in the spirit of humility, man. And that's the same spirit that we should be in, man. We should be in the spirit of humility and actually acknowledging our offense and trying. Because when you read different accounts of Yahweh Shai, he was always in a humble spirit, man. Because he knew what was brought upon him to do what, man? To take upon the sins of of the nation of Israel upon himself. And he knew that was a heavy burden to himself, but he fulfilled his lot. So what more so us, man? So you see the title, humility equals honor. So hey, we're in a position of trying to be joint heirs of Yahweh Shai. So we must take on that same role of humility, man. Because that's the spirit you should be in. You should be humble, man. You should be very humble, especially having this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and knowing that the Father bestowed that unto you. Hey, you should be very humble about that, man. Because what Yahweh Shai can take it away. He can give and take it away. That's all we say. Pray that Yahweh Shemal Shai take not that Holy Spirit away from thee, man. Because a lot of guys, they get in this truth and they get very proud, man. And I'm going to just jump straight into it. Exalt not thyself. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 1. Sirach, chapter 1, and verse 30. It says, let me see. I go up. Sirach, chapter 1, verse 27. For the fear of Yahweh is wisdom and instruction. So the fear of Yahweh by Shemal Shai, he will bestow unto you wisdom and instruction. And it says, in faith and meekness are his delight. It says faith and meekness, man. Having faith in his word and his beloved son and meekness. Meekness go back to humility and being humble are his delight. The Lord delights in that, man. The Lord delights in a humble contract spirit, man. He says, distrust not the fear of Yahweh when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart, man, double-minded, and not basically in the spirit of incredulity, not the lack of trust, man, lack of faith. It says, be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy own soul. And that's the spirit you should be not trying to exalt yourself, man. Hey, be in the spirit of being humble, man. That's why you always see the apostles and elders. They say, this is not of us. We can't save you. This is the spirit of the Lord. They tell a lot of Jakes, when Jakes come up trying to meet them and treat them like they're celebrities, they say, hey, man, we're just normal guys just like you, man. And that's the same spirit we're in. We're just normal guys, and just the Lord bestowing to us this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So we have to be very meek and humble, and especially in the position of lot that we're in. This is a heavy lot that's bestowed unto us, man. A position of a prophet is a very heavy lot, man, because you're actually doing the will of Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. And we understand that's a heavy lot unto us, man. So we have to be humble, man. Let me read that again, because a lot of guys, they get that position. And when you see a lot of these other camps, they get very proud. They feel like they already made it up on the chariot. And you should be in that spirit. You should be very humble, man. Very, very humble to understand the will of Yahweh Shemal Shai and understand that Yahweh Shemal Shai, he's a dreadful power, man. You should be in that spirit of being proud. It says, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, man. You've seen that throughout the years, man. Throughout my little walk, I done seen a lot of guys exalt themselves, and what happens? They fall, man. Through my camp, with the brother Ashiar and the other brothers, we've seen brothers come and they come and go. It said that's why it says, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy own soul. And so Yahweh discover thy secrets, man. That's what you see, man. A lot of guys come in with ill intentions, man. They come in with the vainglory spirit. And hey, you should be in the spirit of just doing the work of Yahweh Shemal Shai, knowing that this is not of us. This is of Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. This is not of us, man. The Most High chose us to be a vessel, man. And Lord willing, we continue, man. That's the spirit you should be in, man. Lord willing, the Most High keep the spirit upon you, man. Take not the Holy Spirit away from thee. So you should be very humble, man. It said, and discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. And you see that, man. A lot of guys at in various other camps, which we make mockery of them now because they was very proud. They got very bold with and thinking they knew it, thinking they was already up on the chariot, man. And what the Most High do, he said he would discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. And you see that, man. Various other guys that came and went throughout the years, man, got proud. Think they knew it all. Think they didn't have to get correction. They didn't have to take rebuke. They didn't have to take counsel. And what the Most High do? He discovered they secrets, man. They ill intentions. Their vainglory, man. It says because thou comest not in the truth to fear Yahweh, because that show you don't fear the Lord. So when you come in that proud spirit shows that you don't fear Yahweh Shemal Shai. You should be in a spirit of humility and actually considering your ways, man, acknowledging your offense, man. If you are considering your ways and acknowledge your offense, that's you having a very humble spirit upon you, man. And our apostles and elders always push that, man. Be humble, man. We have nothing to brag and boast about on this side, man. Hey, look what position that we in, man. All we have is this truth. So why we the Lord bestow into this blessing, we should push it harder and harder, man. And not be lukewarm with it, not being lazy and not feeling like we already made it. No, man, you should be in a position of going hard and showing the Lord that you're desiring him, man. That's why King David was what? He was a man after the Most High heart. What more so us, man? We trying to be what? The joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. We trying to be the Bayah Dawadah, the tabernacles of David. So we should be after the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh's heart as well, man. It said, but thy heart is full of deceit. And you see that with a lot of guys, man. They had these different type of ill intentions. They feel like they don't have to listen to anybody. They feel like they can do what they want. And this is what you see. A lot of guys starting to get exposed throughout the years on what their true intentions was, man. They started to show their true characters, how they say in the word, their true colors, man. That's why you should be in a position of humility. You should never get proud because you know this truth, man. Because this truth is a blessing that's bestowed unto you. So you should treat it as a gift, man. And let me grab another one. This is the book of Romans. Book of Romans chapter 12, verse 3. For I say, though the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, to not to think himself more highly than he ought to think. So you shouldn't think yourself more highly than you ought to think, man. You should always be in a position of humility, man. You shouldn't think yourself that, oh, I'm better than this brother because I know this breakdown, or I'm better than this brother because I know. No, man, you should be in a position of humility, man. When Yahweh Shai washed the disciples' feet, he was showing humility, man. That's why the scripture said the servant is not greater than the master. So what more so us, man? You should always be in a position of humility and actually considering your ways and actually considering that the Lord is always watching, man. The Lord is always watching. He always setting up different snares and traps to you to see how you're going to react, man. And that's the position, the mindset you should be thinking. All these different various things you're going through here in this flesh is designed to do what? To see how you're going to react, to see if you're going to actually pass the test or fail it, man. That's all you always have to be in a meek spirit, man. And it says, but to think soberly. Soberly means with a clear mind, man. Clear mind, man. Not thinking in that vainglory spirit, man. It said, but to think soberly according as Yahweh have dealt to every man to the measure of faith, man. It's all about the measure of faith that the Most High bestowed unto thee, man. Because like when you read, and especially in this chapter on down, it tells you about the different members that the Most High has, man. I'm going to read the verse 4. It says, for as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office, man. So all members have not the same office, represents all brothers have not the same measure of faith and same measures of talents that the Lord blessed unto them. But at the end of the day, we're all the same. It's the body, man. Because you can't have it. You can't move in the world without your eyes. You can't feel in the world without your senses. And all that is what? Different various parts of the body that contribute to the body, man. And that's the spirit you should be in, man. Being very humble and very meek. I'm going to read the verse 5 and I'm going to switch it. It says, for we being many members are one body of Mashiach. Every one member are one of another. And that's the spirit that you see, man. All the body contributes to each other, man. It all contributes to each other. You have your feet, you have your hand, you have your nerve system, you have your organs. It's all members of the body, man. So all members of the body help contribute through the body through to get through the day to make it a success. Let me keep going. Bro, with me. Under got some allergies. This is 1 Corinthians 8 and I believe it's 1. 1 Corinthians 8 and 1. Kind. 1 Corinthians 8 and 1. Now it's touching things offered unto idols. We know that we have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. Man, let me read it again. Let me clear it up. 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 1. Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifies, man. And you see that with a lot of guys, man. They feel like they know everything. They don't have to get corrected. And that's when you see a lot of guys get puffed up, man. They get very proud. They get very arrogant, man. And then the Most High do what? As we read in Sirach 1 and 30, man. Hey, the Most High will cast you down in the midst of the congregation, man. Hey, shalom to the brother on the comment board, man. Shalom, shalom. And you see that throughout the years, man. Knowledge puffeth up, man. But that's why the Lord is looking for the humble and the meek, the lowly of this world. He ain't looking for nobody trying to be proud and boasting, man. Nah, you should be in that spirit. You should be very humble, man. Knowing the times and season that we're living in, you should be very humble, man. It says knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifies. Charity edifies, man. And this is part of charity by doing the work, man. That's why the scriptures say what? In Galatians 5 and 13, use not thy liberty to of the flesh, but to love and serve one another. That's charity. And how you love and serve one another? By pushing forth the work, man. Pushing forth your videos, your epistles, and pushing the word, man. That's how you love and serve one another, man. The edification. Edification goes back to building up one another's faith, man. That's the spirit you should be in, man. A very humble, meek spirit. That's the spirit that we brothers push here at GMS, starting our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. Being humble, man. Just like Yahweh Shah was. He was very humble, man. And that's the spirit you should be in. Very humble, man. You should be in that proud, arrogant spirit as you see some of these camp leaders in these various other camps, very proud and very boasting on materialistic things that they have, not knowing that doesn't matter to shit. The Most High ain't dealing with that, man. Oh, I'm going to read out the comment board, man. Shalom to the brother, man. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3 and 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. And the beautiful, beautiful precept, man. I mean, the better humble you are, the better, let me read it again. The greater art thou, it said, the greater art thou more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before Yahweh. And that's the spirit you should be in, man. You find favor before Yahweh, man. Be very humble, man. And coming in a position of being humility, that's when you just knowing that it's not about you, man. You putting your feelings aside and understanding that this is the will of the Lord, man. Not being proud and getting puffed up because the Lord bestow unto you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You should be very humble, man, because we understand the Lord giveth and taketh away. And we've seen that throughout the years. The Lord giveth and taketh away, man. This is the book of, let's see, Ecclesiastes. This is Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10. Sirach 10 and 9. Sirach 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such and one settleth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels, man. And that's why the scriptures say, why is earth and ashes proud, man? The earth and ashes represent the people, man, represents us. Why are you proud? You should be in a position of being proud, man. We have nothing to be proud and boasting about on this side, man. Look how the world views the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. Hey, we're nothing on this side, man. Only thing we have to be in this society is to do the work of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. That's the only thing we have is this word, man. That's the only thing we have is this word and the brotherhood, the Akim. And that's to push this word, man. We shouldn't be in a position of being very proud. I said, why is earth and ashes proud? You shouldn't be proud, man. You should be very humble and meek, man. This is Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 and verse 23. Proverbs 29, verse 23. A man's pride shall bring him low. And that's what you see, man. Man's pride shall bring you low, man. That pride, you see that through America. What's happening to Esau Edom? That pride is bringing him low. This is why his society is going the way it's going. And a lot of you two-third niggas, man, it said man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in the spirit. That's basically what this lesson's about, man. Humility equals honor, man. Let's read it again. Proverbs 29:23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit, man. And that's what you're seeing, man. You have to be very humble in this society, man. The Most High is looking for the humble. He's looking for the meek of this world, man. That's the ones who are going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. That's the ones that's going to be joint heirs to Yahweh Shai. Not the ones that's proud. Not these niggas that's bragging and boasting on the materialistic shit they got, man. Not the ones that's bragging and selling breakdowns. That's a very proud attitude, man. The ones is what? Freely that should give, freely that should receive. That's the ones that's actually doing the will of Yahweh Shai. That's why we say we have 100% truth, man. And we don't say that just to be bragging and boasting on, because with the Most High blessed upon us, this the word to break down the scriptures, man, with sincerity and truth, man. And we give it out freely, man. Freely you should give, freely you should receive. We ain't out here selling breakdowns, man. And that's why you see a lot of guys is being exposed in these last days. The Most High is exposing them in the midst of the congregation, man. He's bringing them low. He's bringing a lot of these guys very low, man. Because why? Because they're in a position of being proud because they have the truth. That's why the scriptures say knowledge puffeth up, man. That's why you have to be humble, man. Because the Most High can take that truth away. He can take the truth away. Like we said, like I was saying, man, you seen that? You seen a lot of guys come and go. Got very proud, thinking they know it, think they know everything. And what the Most High do? He took it away from them, man. He took it away. And this is the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap and not faint. And that's the spirit you should be in, man. He said, let us not be worried in well-doing. Don't be in a position of worrying and lacking faith, man. You should be in a position of actually trusting and believing in the Lord. It says, for in due season we shall reap and not faint, man. We ain't going to faint in the day of trouble when all hell breaks loose. We're going to be in a position to actually reaping the benefits of being humble and being meek, man. And a lot of these guys, they're not going to reap the benefits, man, because they're very proud on this side. They think they know everything. They think they got it, man. And this is what the Lord is going to keep exposing these guys in these latter days, man. The exposure of these two-third niggas that's ruling these camps is going out, man. And you can clearly see that, man. This is the book of Proverbs. 15:33. This is Proverbs 15:33. The fear of Yahweh is an instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility, man. And before honor is humility. You have to take the low. You have to take the low, man. Yahweh Shai was always in a position of humility. Now what? He's getting that honor and that glory. He's getting that honor and the glory. He's on the right hand of Yahweh Shai. And he's gonna come back and do what? He's gonna take the kingdom. He's gonna get his honor, man. He's gonna have a kingdom. And that's the position, the same spirit we should be in. He said the fear of Yahweh is the instruction of wisdom, man. That's how you get the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, is to fear the Lord, man. That's the key to all this what you see that's taking place is the fear of the Lord. You fear the Lord, everything else will bestow unto you, man. It says the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility, man. Before we get the honor, we have to take the low. We're gonna get humiliated. We're gonna be embarrassed. We're gonna be put in front of all of our peers and looked at as criminals on the society, just like Yahweh Shai was, man. That's what's coming, man. It says before honor is humility, so we have to understand the times and season we're living in, man. That's why I brought out Galatians 6 and 9, man. In due season we shall reap, because we understand, if you understand the will of the Lord, you understand what's about to take place in a society where they're going to look at us as criminals and bad guys and people that's doing all these that's causing riots and uproars of misinformation. But that's going to bring forth the humility, man. Because that's going to have to, you're going to have to be in a position of humility, understand that this is the will of the Lord, man. He's separating the men from the boys. Especially the things about to come down the pipe. He's separating the men from the boys. That's why it says, and before honor is humility, man. We have to take the low, understand the times of season that we're approaching, man. Because it's about to get bad out here, man. It's about to get bad out here. And when these why all these different various things is taking place, they're going to come against the men of the Lord. So we have to be in a position to be humble, man. And we understand the will of the Lord, man. This is the Lord's movie, man. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Same, that's the spirit, man. It said, before destruction, the heart of men is haughty. Before niggas get took out, they're proud, man. Just like Esau Edom, man. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, man. Haughty represents proud, then the spirit of boasting, and the spirit of arrogancy, and the spirit of thinking he can't be took down. That's the same spirit you niggas come in. You came in that same spirit of Esau Edom, man. That same spirit, man. And it said, before honor is humility, man. And that's what we telling Jake, man. Before that honor comes, is that humility is gonna take place, man. And we can clearly see that the Lord is he's about to move. He's about to put the spirit on Esau Edom to bring forth the persecution. That's why I said the Most High is about to separate the men from the boys, man. You're gonna see the ones that's really down Yahweh Shema Shah, because they're gonna take the low. They're gonna understand that this is the will of the Lord, just like Yahweh Shah. He took the low. He was humiliated, but at the same time he was humble. He was humble about what was taking place, because he knew that he had to go through it, man. So what more so us, man? This is the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2. Sirach 2. I'll start at verse 4. Bear with me, Baruch Shah. Sirach chapter 2 and verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take thee cheerfully, and be patient when thou hast changed to a lower state. And that's the same spirit we're telling Jay. All hell is about to break loose out here. The persecution, all the things is on the rise. The misinformation, all the different various psyops that Esau Edom's doing to link us to different types of terrorist events. That's why it says, "What is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou is brought and thou is changed into a lower state." The Most High is about to separate the men from the boys. I can't keep saying that, man. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men through the furnace of adversity. That's the time we're living in. That persecution is at hand. It's on the rise, man. And that's why he said acceptable men through the furnace of adversity, man. Because different adversities and trials and tribulation is about to be brought upon us, man. So we're going to have to do what? We're going to have to be in a position of humility, man. Verse 6, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way upright, and trust in him. You have to believe in the Lord. Put your trust in Yahweh Shema Shah. That's why the scriptures say, don't let the incredulity of them trouble thee, man. Incredulity goes back to lack of faith. Don't let the lack of faith of these people in the society trouble you, man. Stay in the spirit of being humble. Stay in the spirit of pushing, man. Understanding the will of the Lord, that this is the Lord's movie. Verse 7. Ye that fear Yahweh, wait upon his mercy. And that's the ones you seeing, man. If you fear the Lord, you be waiting upon his mercy, man. That's why I read in the book of Habakkuk 3:1, it said, "O Lord, in the midst of the years, remember mercy." That's the spirit you should be in. Asking, begging, and pleading to the Lord to remember forth the mercy that he would show and bestow unto us, man. The mercies of David, man. It said, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest he fall, man. And that's what you see with a lot of guys, man. They don't trust in the Lord. They lack faith, and they don't trust in that the Lord is going to show forth that mercy that he's been reading, that he said throughout the scriptures, man, concerning his servants, man. They don't believe in that, man. That's that what? That incredulity. That's that being double-minded, man. That's the spirit of wavering, man. Lack of faith, man. It said, and not go aside lest they fall. And that's what you see a lot of guys do. They fall to the wayside because they lack faith. They don't trust in the Lord, man. They didn't put Yahweh Shah as that chief cornerstone, man. They didn't put their faith in the Lord, man. Verse 8, ye that fear Yahweh, believe in him, and he shall like ye that fear Yahweh, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. And we understand that what's coming unto us, hey, no eyes that old man have not seen, man. And that's why we have to keep pushing, man. Ye that fear Yahweh, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. We understand that we're gonna reap in due season. We understand that, man. That's why we have to keep pushing, man. That's why it says what? Verse 9, ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good and everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see that any ever trusted in Yahweh and was confounded. And we see through all the different things that the prophets is going through, the Most High always lift up that standard. He always showed them forth his mercy, man. Or did any abide in his fear was forsaken? Whom did he ever despised that called upon him, man? That's why it goes back to humility, man. You have to really trust and have faith in the Lord, man. If you don't, man, and the Most High is going to cast you to the side, man. That's why you have to show forth that faith, man. And show forth that faith by doing what? Pushing this word, man. I'm going to grab a few more. Like I said, the spirit was on me to just do another quick lesson, man. Humility, man. We coming into times where you have to be humble, and that's what I'm pushing. Just be humble, man, because it's a blessing to actually understand the times and season we're living in. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 5. You see, Psalms. It's like Psalms 51. The Psalms 51 and verse 17. The sacrifice of Yahweh are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, or Yahweh will not despise, man. And that's a sacrifice unto Yahweh by Shemal Shah. He said, your sacrifice unto Yahweh is a broken spirit, man. The ones that actually understanding that this is not living. The ones that actually standing is coming in a humble and meek spirit, man. That's the spirit you're supposed to be in. And saying a broken and contrite heart. But Yahweh will not despise. Yahweh will not despise that, man. Despise go back to hate. He actually enjoys it. That's a sacrifice to him, man. Because he's seeing you what? You putting your body as a living sacrifice. Romans the 12th chapter, man. You're actually putting forth your trust. You're putting your trust in Yahweh Shemal Shah. You lean not on your own understanding. And you're putting forth your trust in him, man. You're actually being humble. You're actually being meek. You're doing what he commanded you to do. That's what Yahweh Shemal Shah delights in, man. And that's why we keep pushing, man. Hey, the time and season we're living in, you have to be humble, man. Especially humble. Humble equals honor, man. Just like Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah was very humble, and he's about to get joy. He's about to get his honor, man. He has it right now in the heavens on the right hand with Yahweh. But what more so when he comes back and take the kingdom, man? That's coming too, man. This is the book of First Peter's. Grab this. First Peter's. First Peter's 5. 6. First Peter chapter 5 verse 6. Humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that you may exalt you in due time. And that's basically what this lesson is about, man. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, man. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, man. Don't be proud, man, thinking you made it, man. Because a lot of guys fell to the wayside being proud and being thinking because they got the knowledge and it puffed them up and the Lord exposed them in the midst of the congregation and cast their ass up out of here, man. You should be in a position of being humble, man. This is not of us, man. This is of the Lord, man. This is of the Lord, man. The Lord blessed us with his wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So you should be in a position of humility, man. Praying that the Lord cast not thy sight away from thee, cast not thy Holy Spirit away from thee. That's the spirit you should be in, man. This is the Yahweh's movie, man. It says, humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that ye may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you. And that's the spirit that you should be in, man. Trusting in the Lord, man. Trusting in the Lord, understanding you call upon Yahweh Shemal Shah, he have never forsaken them that call upon him, man. The Most High he loves the sacrifice of a contract and a broken spirit. That's why you have to put forth your trust in the Lord. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who he may devour, man. Because we see what's coming, man. We see, man. That's why I said be sober. You have to be sober-minded. You have to be clear-minded. You have to be supping with these scriptures, man. Be vigilant, man. Because we understand it. Esau, he's about to come down with great wrath. He's about to let Esau Edom do these things that you're about to see take place, man. This is of the Lord, man. So you have to be in the spirit of humility, man. Knowing that the Lord's about to let Esau Edom fuck Jacob. You need to be crying out to the Lord, man. And within you doing that, you need to be humble. You shouldn't be proud. You should be in a spirit of proud, like, Lord, I did this, I did that. No, man. The Lord is what have you done for me lately, man. He ain't looking for no lukewarm brothers, man. He looking for the ones that stand on fire and that's pushing, that's showing forth they want to get the hell up out of here, man. Who resists a steadfast in faith, knowing that the same affliction compasseth your brother that are in the world. But Yahweh of all grace have called us unto his eternal glory by your Mashiach Yahweh Shai. After that ye have suffered a while, make your perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you, man. And that's the spirit you should be in, man. They suffer a little while. This ain't nothing but a light affliction that we're going through, man. This ain't shit compared with what Yahweh Shai went through, man. This ain't nothing but a light affliction, man. So knowing this ain't nothing but a light affliction, you should be very humble about it, man. That the Lord blessed you to have this wisdom, to have this understanding, to actually know who you is, to understand the seasons and the times you're living in, to understand what's about to take place, man. You should be very humble, man. You could be a nigga. The Lord can have you out here looking like a nigga, man. Walking around with your pants off your ass, smoking a blunt, looking stupid, not knowing what times and seasons you're living in, man. So you should be very humble to actually have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, not being puffed up, man. Because like we said, a lot of guys come in here into the ministry being puffed up, all about that vainglory. And it's not about the vainglory, it's about Yahweh Shah. That's why we keep saying, put your feelings aside and do what the Lord commands you to do. Because this is not of us. This is the Lord. This is the Lord's movie. This is His will, man. This is not about us, man. Let me grab one more. Let me see. I'm gonna grab Psalm 37. I'm gonna end it with this. Psalms. Psalm 37 and 11. Hey, I end it with this, man. But the meek shall inherit the earth. Meek goes back to humble, being in position of humble. He said, but the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in an abundance of peace. And that's what we're pushing, man. The meek shall inherit the earth, being humble, being meek. That's what's coming. The earth, everything that comes with that. Joint heirs with Yahweh Shah, the kingdom. He said the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in an abundance of peace, man. And that's what we're seeking, man. We're seeking for eternal life. We're seeking for peace. We're seeking for the glory. We're seeking for getting the hell up out of here, man. That's why we keep pushing. Hey, you have to be in a position of being humble, man. Don't be proud, man. Because pride will lead to destruction. Pride leads us before destruction, man. That's what's coming for a lot of niggas, man. The pride is going to get you killed here in this society, man. That's why we keep telling Jay, be very humble, man. Real quick, I end it with this. This Matthew 18. Matthew 18 in verse 2. And Yahweh shall call a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them and said, verily I say unto you, except you be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as a little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. So you have to be in a position of being humble, man. Being humble, that's what this is about, man. That's what this is about, being humble, man. Understand that this is the will of the Lord and this is not of us, man. Because this world teaches you to be proud, teaches you to be arrogant, teaches you to have all about that me spirit, that selfish spirit. Nah, man. When you come into the service, how about Shemal Shah, you have to put your feelings aside, man, and trust in the Lord, man. That's why it says lean not on thy own understanding, but trust in the Lord. When you lean not on your own understanding, that's you what, man? That's you doing that worldly shit. That worldly shit will lead to death, man. But when you trust in the Lord, that's you acknowledging your offense and you being humble and understanding this is His will, man. So with that, Lord willing, was edifying lesson through the Spirit, man. Just, hey, man, we always should be in a position of being humble, man. Regardless of what we're going through in the society, man, whatever the Lord's brought upon you, hey, take cheerfully, man. Because understand, you could be a nigga. The Most High could cast you aside and have you out here looking like these 2/3 niggas, man. And that's a position you don't want to be in, especially concerning the times of season that we're living in, man. Great judgment is going out, man. So I always think upon the different types of acts of being humility, especially concerning Yahweh Shah. When he was on the scene, he was very humble, man. Yahweh Shah wasn't proud and boasting. He was very humble. That's why you read the scriptures and accounts he wrote upon the ass, man. That represents humility, man. He wasn't trying to brag and boast on that he was a son of Yahweh. He was very humble, man. And that's the spirit we should be in, man. So with that, I want to say, call Halayim La, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, great millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutation, all the Akim pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Kram Yasharala.